Hi, my friend. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I welcome you to this live. What's up? It's Friday. Hey, those of you who are watching the UFC fight this Sunday, drop it in the comments. Don't get political on me. It's just I'm curious who's watching the fight. If you are, drop a UFC in the comments. Let's go. Hey, I had a hard time titling this because for some of us, this is a tough one to accept, even though it's the truth. Listen, you and I included, I bet that we are half assing our way through literally everything. Now, you may say to yourself, you know what? No, speak for yourself. You don't know me. True, but I said I'm willing to bet. Willing to bet you and I half assed through everything. Now, in order for me to prove my point, I'm going to share with you another animal story. You guys, I love animals, birds, stuff like that. And I did a turtle live just a few nights ago, but I feel like we can learn so much from the wildlife. Anyway, let me give you this little story. There is a thing called the cheetah rule. Now, if you know, cheetah is one of the fastest animals on earth. It can reach a speed of 100 kilometer per hour. That's insane, right? These guys can run really fast. They sprint so quick and they grab their thing. And have you seen that they don't sprint like forever? It's not like they run sprint for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Have you noticed, if you've ever watched any of these shows, have you noticed that the sprinting of a cheetah doesn't last more than 10 to 20 seconds? Imagine how much distance and they cover in 20 seconds at 100 kilometers per hour. Well, they cover enough to get their food. But here's what happens, which is amazing. While they're sprinting that 10, 20 seconds, if you would, their body heats up. They get that adrenaline rush, right? And they're going. And here's the thing, if they don't fully rest, it could really hurt them, it could damage them. So they sprint for about 20 seconds, and then you see them just 100% rest. Now think about it for a second. I started saying we half ass everything. You and I, we half ass through life. Everything. And I said that's a tough one to accept for some of us. But let's go back to the cheetah theory. Okay. Cheetah rule. They either 100% sprint and give it everything, or they are 100% resting. There's nothing really in between if they're really after a hunt. How many of us are working and scrolling through Facebook? How many of us are answering an email and watching YouTube at the same time? How many of us get home watching a Netflix show and then feeling guilty, or all we can think about is work? How many times, how many of us sit to eat food, either with ourselves alone or with other people, and we are scrolling? through social media. So we're half-assing everything. When we're at work, we're doing something else. When we are supposed to be entertaining ourselves, we're thinking about work. When we're eating, we're scrolling. So we're half-assing everything. Maybe we should really consider applying the cheetah rule into our own lives. Hey, when you're sprinting 100% sprint, which means intentional time given to what you're supposed to be doing. So if you're supposed to be working, that's intentional time, focused time. Let's say you have a side business and you work it for about an hour a day. Well, is your hour really intentional, or you're doing other things? You're cooking and you're making a little sandwich, or you're answering other emails and you're scrolling over here. It's not really 100% unintentional and it's not 100% intentional time given to your work. Same thing with when it's time to play. Jim Rohn used to say, when you're at work, be at work. And when you're at the beach, be at the beach. I think that's pretty good to remember and apply. Don't you think? What are you thinking so far? Drop it in the comments. I'm curious to see what you guys are thinking. And hey, remember, it's better to give it like a little short, focused, intentional time to something, and then to give sporadic, non-intentional, non-focused, um, here and there time to something. Nothing gets done like that. You and I both know people who get it done are laser focused. So keep the cheetah rule right in the front. Try to practice it, put it into work, and come back and let me know how it's working out for you. If you feel like this was valuable, somebody else who would get value from this, well, let's go already. Tag them to this, share, let's go. If you're not connected with me, if you're watching on YouTube or other platforms, you can subscribe, hit that bell button. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads, and I go with Side Gig Sean. With that, I am Sean Azimi, and I help folks like you and I to start a little side business. And we do it using the online space. If that's your gig, you like it, you want to make some money on the side, go to sidegigshawn.com and let's see if I can help you out. With that, I'm signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.